Rangers championship charge was stalled by Dundee United. It's over to you, Celtic. Although outside of the Old Firm, this is the toughest place to visit in Scotland. Kilmarnock, not surprisingly, keep the side that beat St Johnstone last week. Left-back Martin Baker sees out a 3-match ban, but Dylan Kerr has made a timely recent return after 5 months out with a groin problem. Jim Loughlin continues for veteran Ray Montgomery at the back. Ever-present Ian Durrant and keeper Gordon Marshall have been outstanding this season. Rangers legend Ali McCoist renews acquaintance with Celtic. He's partnered up front by Paul Wright.
Yeah, it's the same team and the same formation that I watched win at Untitled Park last week. The back four we know like to defend as far up the pitch as possible. Now in theory that makes it easier for the midfield players to get forward and support the front two. We do know that Paul Wright likes to come off and get it into feet, so does Ali McCoist. So it's absolutely crucial tonight that Kilmarnock do get forward runs from Ali Mitchell and Gary Holt. There's no use playing across the front of this Celtic back three. They have to be prepared to run in behind them.
Celtic are also unchanged, with Norwegian international Vidar Riise continuing in the back three in the absence of Alan Stubbs, who has an ankle problem. Frenchman Stefan Mahi is still on the injured list, so there's another run out for Tosh McKinley. Slovakian Lubo Moravcik hasn't quite recovered from a pulled hamstring, but Craig Burley is getting back to his best after nearly 4 months out with groin trouble. The Viduka-Larsson partnership is already looking lethal. On loan defender Scott Marshall, brother of Killie keeper Gordon, as we've heard, is on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely no surprise in that Joseph Englos has chosen to go with the same side that won at Pittodrie. I think they look a better balanced side since they reverted from a 4 to a 3 at the back, and it has allowed them the luxury of having an extra midfield player in Burley, Lambert and Blinker, who play in between the two wing backs. Lambert we know will hold, he'll sit, and that will allow Blinker and Burley to take turns each of getting forward. Larsson, as we know, will drop off from time to time, but this man here really has given them an extra dimension. He gives Celtic an option of playing it from back to front, and we saw at Pittodrie just how lethal he can be when the ball breaks to him in the penalty area.
Well, the Scotland manager Craig Brown is here today. A big week coming up for him, of course, with the European Championship qualifiers against Bosnia and the Czech Republic, both of which you can see live on Sky Sports. He'll be running the rule over Celtic's Scotland stars today, and of course Ali McCoist might yet sneak in, he has said. Well, Wembley looked a little wet earlier, but it's been a lovely sunny day in this part of the world. It's the 4th and final meeting between these teams this season. So far we've had a Kilmarnock win, a Celtic win and a draw, so something's got to give at Rugby Park today. Celtic have been winning and winning and winning lately, but they've also been wishing that Rangers would slip up. Now that they have, can Tom Boyd and Celtic capitalise and close the gap to 7 points? There's a glimpse of light at the end of the title tunnel for the defending champions, but it's the Kilmarnock tunnel in which they are about to emerge. Killie might not be the most avid supporters of the winter break in Scotland because they lost their momentum somewhat during the January shutdown. On returning to action, they crashed out of the cup and took just 2 points from 15. But this is a fixture that they are always fired up for, because Celtic are in town. It's Celtic's big chance today, after Rangers' defeat yesterday, that Kilmarnock will not be lambs to the slaughter. They may have slumped to third, but they're a solid, organised outfit who spent most of this season, remember, sandwiched between the Old Firm. But Celtic face an old enemy today. Ali McCoist scored 25 times against them for Rangers. Craig Brown says he'll give Super Ali a late Scotland call-up if he hits a hat-trick today. He doesn't ask for much, does he? McCoist is actually going through a bit of a barren spell at the moment, though. No such worries for Celtic's fearsome front two. It's 4 goals in 2 games for Mark Viduka. His past problems fast forgotten, and he's not even fully match fit yet. The best is yet to come from the Aussie striker. But the best is surely coming at the moment from Henrik Larsson. 35 goals this season and a lot more besides, and he looks set to agree a new contract which will keep him at Celtic until 2003. The only keeper Larsson has failed to get the better of in the last 13 games is Kilmarnock's Gordon Marshall. The former Celtic stopper, aided by a dogged defence, has kept a remarkable 16 clean sheets in 27 league games this season. But with Celtic in the sort of form they are, today will provide him with the ultimate test. The two captains, Tom Boyd of Celtic and Ian Durrant of Kilmarnock. It's a big day for these young boys as well. A picture to treasure. Wallace and Fraser Woodrow, two young lads. A day they're not going to forget. He's got the hang of it already. They both have now. Well, the last time Celtic failed to score in a match was here at Rugby Park in October, a 2-0 defeat, but since then they've been averaging over 3 goals a game, and they're seeking today a 10th win on the spin. Mike McCurry from Glasgow is the man in charge of this one. So, can Celtic move within 7 points of Rangers? Dundee United did them a massive favour, but they're certainly going to have their work cut out here, that's for sure, if they themselves are going to benefit. It'll be Celtic in their change kit to start proceedings on a mild, beautiful evening. Larsson's first touch, just dropped the wrong side of Viduka. Gary Holt's up and under, met by Vidal Risa, who's played in every position in his career, apart from the goalkeeper, that is. But when he's going, he might get around to that one, though.
Well, they have the chink of light now, Ian. They've waited a long time. It must have been demoralising for Celtic over recent weeks, hoping that Rangers would slip up and watching them winning continuously. But Dundee United have done them a real turn by winning at Ibrox yesterday, and all they can do tonight is win and try and sow a few seeds of doubt in the minds of the Rangers players. They really have to win this one tonight.
5-1 success at Aberdeen last week was only Celtic's 4th away win of the season, which tells a story in itself. Kilmarnock, in fact, have won more on the road, so have St Johnstone, so have Dundee United, and so have Rangers, of course. McPherson aimed towards Paul Wright. No foul by Mialbi, as Wright was left on the ground. Boyd, McNamara. Boyd, Burley had made an advance run, but it didn't reach him. Riley made sure of that. Larsson to Viduka. Larsson was definitely obstructed then as he tried to go for the return.
Yeah, tried to play the little exchange with Marco Viduka. He's on his way already, but Jim Loughlin obstructed him clearly.
Reggie Blinker, not picked up at the moment. His only goal this season came against Kilmarnock back in September. He has missed a lot of it through injury. McKinley's cross over the head of Viduka. Away by Loughlin. Here's Blinker. Durant snapping away. Mialbi. That's going to go straight through to Gordon Marshall, facing his former club. Kerr. Getting Wright something to chase, but a bit too much to chase, methinks.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a well-intended ball, but ideally it's a ball that Jerome Varai would thrive on. The good news for Kilmarnock is that he isn't far away now from having his first reserve game after a lengthy absence. But both McCoist and Wright, we know, like to come off and get it into feet, so Kilmarnock really have to get runners to run at that Celtic back three.
Here goes Viduka. Now Craig Burley with McNamara in support. Can he deliver a decent cross? It's going to come through to Larsson, And now Lambert with a real pile driver, which will result in a corner kick to Celtic.
Yeah, good natural width supplied on the right by Jackie McNamara. Looking more like his old self, finding more and more fitness. Larson with the layoff to Lambert. He struck it well enough.
Well, Viduka scored Celtic's first goal at Aberdeen from a corner. He's in the thick of it again as Blinker sends it in, but it's rather disappointing this time, although he will get the chance to do it again.
Yeah, difficult for Gordon Marshall with so many players in that area. Difficult for him to get a clear run at the ball if it does come in.
Blinker take two, and that's a little better, and Marshall grabbed hold of it at the second attempt.
Yeah, so many bodies in front of him, it was always going to be difficult for him to take it cleanly. He's up there and he's dominating in front of Mjallby, takes a nudge from Mjallby and gets it on the way down. And decent goalkeeping from Gordon Marshall.
Played just over 100 league games for Celtic. Many felt he was a bit unlucky not to get in the Scotland squad for the forthcoming European Championship qualifiers. Mind you, there are about 20 goalkeepers in there already. Foul by McNamara.
Yeah, it was Jackie McNamara's touch that let him down here, and he ended up having to challenge Paul Wright.
Top scorer for Killie this season, Paul Wright, with 8 goals. Quick free kick, eluded Holtz and McCoist. Tosh McKinley. Lambert. McNamara looking really up for it. As Davey was saying, really struggled with injuries. As has Craig Burley, he was just tripped by Riley. That'll be a free kick.
Yeah, they won't want to give Burley too much room here tonight. Mark Riley snapping at his heels here early on, and that midfield contest is crucial.
Larson's flick on. Viduka ensures that Kilmarnock and McPherson have to concede a corner.
Well, look at the subtlety of the touch here from Larson. Beautiful little back header, and well defended by Gus McPherson.
Well, here we are in a familiar situation. It's a Celtic corner. It's sent in by Reggie Blinker, but it's a clean catch this time for Marshall. That one's chewed up by Vidal Rissa. Just veered away from Viduka. 4 goals in 2 games. Doubles the Morton and Aberdeen. McPherson. McCoist. Tom Boyd is with him. So is Paul Wright. Wright was left grounded, and Celtic breaking here with Henrik Larsson. Blinker managed to find Burley. Reset. Lambert, that'll be offside against Viduka.
Yeah, you can see just how far up the pitch Kilmarnock like to defend. And there will be a few marginal offsides tonight, but they're really good, this Kilmarnock for at holding the line and stepping up together.
Has 16 clean sheets in 27 league games. Testified. Burley. Tosh McKinley getting a little run on the side now after an injury to the Frenchman Stefan Mahi. Viduka. And he is looking the part. Lambert. Blinker looking for his former Feyenoord and now Celtic teammate Larsson. Boyd. Celtic have won their last 9 games, averaging almost 4 goals a game. A frightening prospect to contend with. McNamara. Aim towards Viduka, and a little tug from him on McPherson.
Yeah, Viduka just using his weight there, but you can see the idea. He's a good target to hit for Jackie McNamara. Certainly leaning into Gus McPherson, and you can see the strength of him there. And that's the option that this man has given Celtic. Chance to play it long, an out-and-out target man, but also one who is very good on the deck as well.
Kerr. Offside against McCoist.
Couldn't have been much in that one. So good at timing this run, Ali McCoist. And as it's played, he's maybe marginally offside, but it's very, very tight.
Kevin McGowan. Looks like he's going to get there first, but with Larson lurking, he ain't taking any chances, that's for sure. Larson comes to meet the throw. McNamara's cross. Another Celtic throw. Kilmarnock, remember, still have the best defence in Scotland's top flight. Just 20 goals conceded. Almost half of them Rangers were responsible for. Viduka. Even managed a fancy flick whilst on the ground. Now it's McPherson. Holt looking to send it away towards Ali McCoist. Kilmarnock have a man down. That's the reason the ball has been kicked out, and it's Paul Wright who will need some treatment.
Yeah, Mark Viduka closed down here. Paul Wright comes off second best there. Viduka showing the sole of the boot there, no doubt about that. Got away with it. And Kilmarnock will want to see this man back on his feet. We do have Mark Roberts on the bench, but Bobby clearly believes that the Paul Wright-Ali McCoist partnership is the one that might do the job here tonight.
Viduka needs a new shirt already. And there is one.
He's overrun the ball here, he's stretching for it, the sole of the boot's up. Mike McCurry right on the spot. And I've seen yellow cards produced for challenges like that.
Ouch. Paul Wright's on his feet though. Kilmarnock will no doubt give it back to Celtic. Gary Holt duly does that. Johan Mjalby. Tosh McKinley. Lambert, as always, making himself available. Boyd, I think both strikers might have been offside then.
Yeah, once again, they all step up together. I don't know what this does for Bobby Williamson's blood pressure. They're very, very good at it, but they do look dangerously at times.
Great when it works. Is Kerr up to Wright. Kerr continued advancing. He will get to take the throw. And he'll get to take another one. 8 goals this season for Paul Wright. Oh, he'd love to get another here. Against the might of Celtic. Here's McCoist. Got Jonathan Gould, untroubled by the overhead kick. Larson. Larson finding his way through here. Ian Durrant fast into him. Just as Larson was threatening, Durrant had had enough of him. Burley, Boyd and McNamara. And a little triangle.
Yeah, Kilmarnock are pressing the game well, though we saw Aberdeen stand off Celtic last week and ended up being passed off the pitch. Kilmarnock, I'm going to stand back and admire them tonight.
Slammed into touch by Gus McPherson, who missed a couple of games recently as a result of runs by Henrik Larsson. The last month's encounter between the teams at Celtic Park. McKinley, blocked by McPherson. Blinker. Lambert was caught by Durant late. He's going to get a ticking off at least.
Yeah, it's fortunate again that Mike McCurry has kept the yellow card in his pocket. Lambert plays the ball away and comes Durant late.
McNamara. This time it's Boyd. Effortless touch from Lambert, gets it back from McNamara. Boyd let it run, but Lachlan is on hand to clear. Henrik Larsson with an astonishing 29 goals in his last 19 games. Burley. Mjällby from Sweden finds Riseth of Norway. Now Boyd. Neatly taken down by Boyd. Cross could have been better. Free kick Celtic. And it's a yellow card for Paul Wright.
Well, he could have produced two earlier. He's obviously decided now's the time to clamp down. A little bit of retribution, but Paul Wright's picked the wrong man there. Late challenge on Craig Burley. But McCurry just stamping it out because there were a few wild ones starting to go in.
First yellow of the game for Wright, who did wrong. Celtic were a little laboured from the free kick, and now Josh McKinley is going to be penalised.
Yeah, he reckons he got the ball, but the challenge from behind, one that's frowned upon now and again. And at times it is difficult for defenders.
Now, Holt not quite going to latch onto that. He will dribble harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Gary Holt, the former soldier and a former Celtic junior.
Yeah, it's important he gets forward tonight, Gary Holt. I saw him score at McDermott Park last week, just out of willingness to get forward into the box, and it's absolutely crucial that he does that tonight.
Lachlan and Larsson go up for it. McGowan's long legs came in handy then, but here's Lambert, and now McNamara, making his 100th league appearance for Celtic today. Jackie McNamara, a personal milestone. Poor pass by Larsson, I don't get to say that very often. Holt. Kilmarnock has gone over 5.5 hours without scoring here. Rugby Park, but they don't give much away, and McPherson now looking for Holt. Getting forward, as Davey said he should, but it was marshalled behind by Mjällby.
Yeah, the physical presence of Mjällby too much for Gary Holt there. He had made a good run, and it wasn't a bad ball to try and send him away from Gus McPherson. Look at the body strength of Mjällby here.
He'll be in European Championship action with Sweden in the coming week. Mjällby. Durant. Wright. Who's going to be first to that? Take your pick. McNamara comes out of the scramble. Kilmarnock currently third in the table, but they spent a large chunk of this season in second place between Rangers and Celtic. In fact, they've only been out of the top three for 2 weeks all season. Celtic have a free kick. The RP scored the winner for Sweden against England earlier in the season, of course. He's got Poland and Luxembourg to contend with next in England's group. Lambert. Boyd. Viduka. Burley's in a bit of space, quite a bit in fact. Burley again. His cross was cleared not very effectively by Kevin McGann. Blinker. Larson. Back to Blinker. And Viduka is onside. And it just wouldn't happen for him, and Kerr covered.
Yeah, patient build-up here by Celtic. It's a delightful little chip from Reggie Blinker. Viduka was onside when it was played, and it just wouldn't drop for him. Kilmarnock just caught flat at the back here. Little dink in behind by Blinker, and Kilmarnock were caught square. And Dylan Kerr did well to retrieve the situation.
McPherson. Dummied by Wright, but it fooled the McCoist as well. McNamara. Away by Kevin McGowan. Jim Loughlin. Almost sold Kerr a little short with Viduka present. McCoist. Mitchell. Durant. In steps Lambert and says, "That's mine."
Yeah, I think Paul Lambert will assume the responsibility of picking up Ian Durant when Kilmarnock do have the ball. It's crucial to Celtic tonight that Durant isn't allowed to dictate things.
Blinker skips away from Riley. Viduka stretched a leg out. Ooh. And he tried to return it to Blinker, but Loughlin was in the way. He's weighed in with a few goals this season, as well as being generally rock solid at the back. Reset. Comes away from Mitchell. Looks to put Larson away. Now Burley trying to muscle in. Paul Lambert. Decides it's a bit crowded on that side. McKinley for Blinker. Celtic getting into their stride with McKinley, Lambert, Burley, McNamara, of course, is out there. Boyd going on the overlap. And that's a lovely pass from McNamara to Boyd. The cross, though, went behind everybody.
Yeah, it's a good ball from Tommy Boyd, but they did well to work the space on the right-hand side there. Lovely reverse pass by McNamara, and here's Tom Boyd again.
Lambert says to Boyd, try again. This time he leaves it for McNamara to send the cross in, and there's no flag against Reggie Blinker. And I wonder if he realised that as he stretched out.
Well, it's a dangerous game they play. We've been saying this all night. And Henrik Larsson's certainly offside, and take your pick. Larsson Viduka yards offside there. And the linesman kept the flag down, much to the astonishment of the Kilmarnock rearguard as they pushed up.
Celtic hoping to extend their unbeaten run to 14 games. The last defeat was at Hearts in December. Here's Henrik Larsson. And Larsson was taken out by McPherson. Those two had a much publicised clash, of course, in that game at Celtic Park last month.
Yeah, there's a bit of history between them. And passes off the ground, perhaps just as well when he's hit here by Gus McPherson. He reads it, he's off the ground.
McKinley with this Celtic free kick. A good few big targets to aim for. Floated in by McKinley, and it was Mialbi who met it. To no great effect.
Good ball from Tosh McKinley, regarded as the best crosser of the ball at Celtic Park. Mialbi does get up well, but can't power it down the way.
Celtic well ahead as far as attempts at goal are concerned. Kilmarnock yet to manage one, and Mialbi's challenge here is going to get him in trouble. It's a yellow card for that challenge on Gary Holt.
Well, we've said it before, the aggression and the body strength is a big part of Mialbi's game, but for me he's far too rash on occasions. We saw this at Capello and he ended up having an early bath. Mistimes the challenge completely, and it means he's treading thin ice for the rest of the game. For an experienced player, this lad really has to learn.
I was reading a newspaper article in which he said he knew he could be a bit stupid now and again with his challenges. I don't think many disagreed. That edges Mialbi closer to a suspension, in fact. He's already out of the Scottish Cup semi, of course. McGowan knew that free kick was going to go straight into Gould's hands. He turned away in disgust. Larson. Strange that Henrik Larsson is getting booed. He was such a joy to watch, although I suppose when he's playing your team, he's not much of a joy. Here's McNamara. And Viduka almost got in at the near post. And between them, the central defenders, Loughlin and McGowan, did enough. Loughlin's initial challenge. But Brinker tees up Tosh McKinley. And he's got a corner off Holt.
That's Jackie McNamara who finds space there. That's a great challenge from Jim Loughlin at the front post as Viduka attacked it. And it had to be timed to perfection, and it was.
McKinley's corner. It's going to come to McNamara. Well, he was always going to have a go. Glad he saw the funny side.
Well, it's a difficult one to take on the half volley from Jackie McNamara. Corner whipped in by Tosh McKinley. Plenty of time to set himself, but it is a difficult one to catch on the half volley. And this was a ball into the front post from Jackie McNamara. Viduka timed his run to perfection, but what a good matching run it was from Jim Loughlin.
McKinley. Step by McKinley, and Brinker tripped Durant.
Well, I thought he took the ball. My first impression was that Blinker took the ball here. 100% wrong.
Your second impression wasn't that?
Please make his way to the police room. Michael McFarlane in the traffic stand, please make your way to the police
Loughlin.
room.
Oh dear, that's going to go straight out. And Bobby Williamson, not impressed by that, and no wonder.
That's in good form, Bobby, tonight, I'll tell you. Takes it all very philosophically. A lot of them get so heated about this game from time to time. Bobby just takes it in his stride. I don't know how he manages it.
Dished out his rollicking and then had a smile. Heads, and it's Lambert's. Mialbi under pressure from right and fouled by Wright.
Well, Paul Wright and Ali McCoy staff long enough in the tooth. They know that Mialbi's been booked, and they're going to be in about his feet, backing into him now, because they know they can't afford one more rash challenge.
Larson couldn't keep it in. British football with 35 Kilmarnock as a team have only scored 37. Blackwood's header. McNamara. Larson will settle for the throw, which I suspect he'll leave for McNamara. Burley. McKinley. Blinker hugging the touchline. And Risev. Chased by McCoist. Loughlin's header. McCoist is busy getting back on side then. Risev. Larson. Burley. Knocked by Loughlin, and again getting stuck in. Here's Wright, fouled by Paul Lambert.
I think he was fouled, but I think Paul Wright made the most of it. And he's very late in going down there, Paul Wright. Certainly fouled here by Lambert, but it took him 10 minutes to go down.
Durant's free kick, of course. Oh, and I think that might have gone through the legs of McCoist. It's actually a corner, or a throw, is it, to Philip?
Yeah, well, a let off for Celtic, because had McCoist's first touch been good enough, it does just straight through his legs. Celtic were in bother.
Didn't quite go for the corner. It was a throw. Viduka surely held back Durant, and that'll be a free kick.
Yeah, just knocked it round Ian Durant, and two-handed pulls him to the ground. But, Mike McCurry has his work cut out. This game's starting to boil over a bit.
Durant's free kick finding Kerr, and his cross goes just wide from McCoist.
It's a great ball into the front post. And many times that we've seen McCoist make that run over the years, can't get enough on the header to direct it inside the post. But it's a magnificent run. Good delivery from Dylan Kerr, but the timing of the run from McCoist was superb.
McKinley up to Viduka. Another free kick. This time McGowan. Coming round the back.
Yeah, you can see the left arm of McGowan right round Viduka's waist. It must be difficult to play against a man of Viduka's strength when he backs into you.
Well, it'll be McKinley's free kick, but the flag immediately went up.
Yeah, once again they held the line and stepped up, and it's worked well so far for Kilmarnock. Let's step up. Dylan Kerr a bit late to get out, but at least two Celtic players offside.
Burley getting back to his best. It's nearly 4 months out. And his best is pretty good. Holt's header. McCoist. He had that glancing header a moment ago. McPherson. And now Holt. Risev is steaming across. And it's going to be a goal kick.
Risev read it well actually to come out the middle and close Gary Holt down. And he does read the game well. We're told he was a wide left midfield player when he arrived at Celtic Park, but he really has done an excellent job as the spare player at the back there. The Albion Boyd pick up, and this man is spare and reads it very well.
Wants to fill that role in the absence of Alan Stubbs, and of course Mark Reaper, who's a long-term casualty, the former West Ham defender. Boyd. Risev. Boyd's throw. Larson and Blinker could be through here, but credit to Gary Holt, and a great deal of credit at that.
Great defending because Blinker had timed the run well.
Vialbi leaves it for Reset. McKinley. Reset, who had a few games for Luton Town a few seasons ago. Lambert. Neatly up to Viduka. Spins away. Blinker. Burley. Boyd. With McNamara waiting. Here he is. And he opens up a bit for McNamara on his left foot.
Yeah, his weaker side. Checked inside onto his left. He just opens up for him. He's really just trying to pass that into the far corner.
No goals so far. Celtic, the top scorers in Scotland. Kilmarnock have the meanest defence. McKinley aiming to give that defence a bit of a test here. McNamara's coming in, and Kerr's header has gone behind for a corner.
Yeah, he didn't know who was behind him. Did the right thing. Good deep ball played in by Tosh McKinley, and Dylan Kerr doesn't know where Jackie McNamara is. He does the right thing.
Celtic 5-0 up on corners. Blinker again on that side. We have a throw this time. Last of the nearest man to aim for. Boyd. Blinker struggling with it. Well, next Saturday, it's a big day for Craig Brown as he renews Scotland's European Championship qualifying campaign against Bosnia, and it's live on Sky Sports 1 from 3 o'clock. Scotland v Bosnia. It's your choice, of course, though, because England play Poland on Sky Sports 2 from 2 next Saturday. Crunch match, putting Keegan's first in charge. McPherson was proper game. Is being held by Lachlan. Burley wants to take the free kick quickly and does, and it found its way through to Larson somehow, but not for long. McPherson ensured that. Boyd. Reset. Blinker. McNamara seeing plenty of the ball. Supported by Burley, but that's going to be a goal kick.
I think Bobby Williamson will be well pleased with the way the game is going. They've pressed Celtic well, they've pushed up from the back and squeezed the game in the midfield. Very few chances for Craig Burley, and Joseph Venglos has a few questions to answer in that dressing room at half-time. They haven't made many chances tonight. Talk about Celtic being the top scorers in the country. They really have found it hard going this evening.
Burley. McNamara. Met by a towering McGowan. Boyd. Away by McPherson, but only to McKinley. And McGowan scuffed it across the face of his own box. Burley's timely intervention. Kerr. Mialbi. Blinker. McKinley. Marshall's going to come for that. And there was little danger, but he wouldn't collect it. Mark Riley in his second spell with the club now, after an unsuccessful stint at Reading. Mitchell. Lachlan. Durant wants it. McGowan. Mialbi's got this one covered. He let it bounce, having said that. And there was no way in for Gary Holt.
Yeah, but at least Gary Holt was willing to get forward. The times Kilmarnock don't have enough movement in the forward positions. Holt was willing to make the run. And that gave him the option of knocking it long.
Celtic certainly dominating.
Yeah, very much so, but finding chances few and far between.
Contained so far by Kilmarnock's dogged and determined defence, who've let in just 11 goals in 14 league games here at Rugby Park. 8 of those were scored by Rangers. Viduka. Here's Berlin. Can't make up his mind what to do. He gets the cross in, and a barge on Blinker, from Blinker on Holt. There's Kilmarnock a free kick.
Yeah, he could have done better here, Reggie Blinker. Not really committed about it. It's not a bad ball here played in by Burley. So they're going to attack that, but nudge on Gary Holt gave the free kick away. No real conviction about the way Reggie Blinker went at it.
Been converted into a more central midfield role. Reggie Blinker, a Sheffield Wednesday man, of course. Oh boy, let that one drop. Missed by Wright. Blinker. McNamara inside the final 4 minutes of the first half. Blinker.
I think at times Celtic have been too patient in the build-up. I said before the game that they have the option of knocking it back to front, and there are times where they have had the chance to get the ball forward quickly but haven't.
First and back to Marshall, who was struggling to get there, but did get there. Now reset. Mialbi on a little burst. McKinley with him. Mialbi doesn't use him though. Offside against Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, he made the flat run, but it didn't come in early enough for him. By the time it did come in, he was offside. If you look at Larsson here, coming across, and he needs it early, and in fact he is on. He's onside when it's played his level.
Sure, he'll be delighted to learn that at half-time. He was onside.
Well, they've had to work for every chance that they've had tonight, Celtic. They've been few and far between. They really have defended well at the back.
Viduka's flick on. McPherson. Inside. This time against McCoist. Lambert to McNamara. Celtic hoping to end the half on a high. They certainly had a great deal of possession, but unable to reach Killy.
Just a bit too predictable, Celtic. Well, everything's gone down the right-hand side. Tosh McKinley is taking up some great position here on the left, wide left, but seeing very little of the ball.
Burley perfectly picked out McKinley. Viduka. Lachlan came across. Boyd. Burley. Kamara making one of his runs, but it's snuffed out by Mitchell. Missed a couple of games recently. Injured. Lachlan dealt with the ricochet, but it's a Celtic throw. Reset. McKinley. But it's met by Mitchell, and now Kerr. The Albies foul on McCoist.
Yeah, Ali just trying to hold it up, and the Albies over the top of him.
Ran into Riley. Durant finding Paul Wright. Durant has continued running, but Reset once again has gone out there with him. And that was splendid. That wasn't quite so good though. But McGowan didn't control it, allowing Viduka in. Through towards Henrik Larsson. He's only got Lachlan with him, but that was enough as far as Kilmarnock were concerned.
Great saving tackle from Jim Lachlan. A great reverse ball by Viduka to put Larsson in. And Lachlan did ever so well.
So in first half injury time, another Celtic corner, which came through to Burley. Full kick's being given.
Here's the corner again, whipped in by Tosh McKinley. I think he tried to pick Craig Burley out, but he was closed down quickly, and that really has been the story of this first half. Nobody in this Celtic side getting any time at all on the ball.
Blinker won the header. Riley. Gerard sent it back to Gordon Marshall. Here's Mitchell. Lachlan. McNamara. Kerr ensured that it didn't run through to Viduka, and that's the half-time whistle. Rangers at the moment might be sitting smugly after their defeat by Dundee United yesterday, which gave Celtic their chance of starting a recovery procedure, which would see them move within 7 points of their arch-rivals were they to win here. They knew it was going to be tight, they knew it was going to be difficult. Kilmarnock really do not give much away. An enticing 45 minutes lie ahead.
Yeah, very much so, and I take Charlie's point that if Viduka and Larsson get a chance, they're going to have to take it, because in the evidence of the first half, they're not going to get too many.
Kilmarnock in the stripes will start the second half once the linesman has got back in position. He wasn't quite ready. I think he is now. And the two strikers, Ali McCoist and Paul Wright. They're about to get the nod. And the whistle from Mike McCurry. Wright. It's going to come through to Ali Mitchell. It's a decent cross, which is eventually dealt with by Lambert.
Yeah, it certainly was a decent cross in. Good early ball from Ali Mitchell. Celtic struggling to get it away at the back post. Good early start here from Kelly.
Holt has just run that out of play. It'll be Celtic's throw now. Harry Holt, who has the Kilmarnock club crest tattooed on his leg. Going to pop behind though for a goal kick. Martin Geiser, our reporter, tells me he has a few more tattoos on his body as well. Quite how Martin knows, I'm not sure. Viduka, not surprisingly, was challenging for that. Kerr, McCoist. Foul on Boyd. Held back by McCoist, and Boyd himself will take the free kick. Celtic skipper, cleared by McGowan. Tosh McKinley. Larsson dummied. It's run through to Viduka, who looked for Larsson. Oh, that clearance has gone straight to McNamara, who was quickly put under pressure by Mitchell. And Celtic's throw. Burley, back to McNamara. Viduka. Dug out by Riley. Now Burley. Another Celtic throw. Boyd up towards Viduka. Here's Paul Wright. Now Mark Riley. McPherson. Pretty poor, straight to McKinley. Blinker let it roll underneath his boot. Larsson. Now Blinker. McKinley. He held onto it grimly. Gary Holton showed that Blinker wasn't about to get across it.
Yeah, they have to get the ball into the box quicker than they are right now. Far too many passes. Strikers are making runs, but the ball's not coming in.
And now Kilmarnock have half a chance to create something here. In fact, it wasn't even a quarter of the chance in the end. Loughlin heads it out. In Kilmarnock when he was only 20, made his debut when he was only 16, mind you. Burley. Lambert was the first port of call here. McKinley might well be the next. Taking on McPherson, and tripped by McPherson, and that's going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, he was certainly tripped. Trying to make half a yard to deliver the cross, and clearly taken out by Gus McPherson. And it's a chance for Tosh McKinley to put Gordon Marshall and that Kilmarnock defence under pressure.
Oh, and as the free kick was whipped in, I think they're going to be called back because Mike McCurry was still writing name in his book.
Well, did the right thing, trying to whip it in early. I think McCurry was still doing the pencil work. And that was a good ball by Tosh McKinley.
Mike McCurry calling them back to do it all over again. McKinley then really does send in an excellent cross, and Risev prepared to make contact with that, but it drifted away and behind.
It's a superb delivery once again from Tosh McKinley. Coming away from Gordon Marshall, he can't really come for that. Resets up well, but maybe just ahead of the ball. He's stretching back the way to try and direct it on target.
Well, he scored with a header against Kilmarnock at Celtic Park last month, and he gave Celtic a 1-0 victory. Blinker's header. McPherson lets it run. Since the Scottish Premier was formed in 1975, Kilmarnock have won only 4 out of 38 meetings with Celtic, all 4 here. Foul by Nialbi. He's already on the yellow.
Yeah, he has to be careful. It is a big part of his game, the physical presence, but when you pick up an early yellow card as he has tonight, you have to be very, very careful.
Suspended for the Scottish Cup semi-final against Dundee United after his red card in that game. And that booking tonight, if it's worth 2 disciplinary points, which is likely to be, Could well rule him out of Celtic's trip to Hearts next month. Just after the cup semi. Let's run through to McCoist. Cleared by Boyd, only to Dylan Kerr. Lachlan. Back to Kerr, the only non-Scot in this Killie side. There was a late challenge by Boyd on Mitchell.
Yeah, Tommy Boyd, just too tight in Ali Mitchell there.
Durant sends it in, but that was dreadfully disappointing. A point acknowledged.
McCoist had made the run, and it's been a great partnership over the years. It's almost telepathic, but the delivery on that occasion was poor from Ian Durant.
He's had quite a couple of years in charge of Kilmarnock. Bobby Williamson. Won the cup in his first season, took them into Europe, of course, as well. Courtesy of their league finish last season. Here's Riley. Mitchell. Kerr. Again, it doesn't quite work.
Yeah, he was looking for a runner and didn't get one. Nice smile from Dylan Kerr, but Kilmarnock have started well in the second half. Starting to get at Celtic a bit more.
Riley's header. Reset, chased by Paul Wright, moving away from him. And that might just carry to Viduka. Two men to contend with, including Kerr. It was a rather delayed whistle from the referee. He appeared to wait for Viduka to look at him.
Yeah, waited until Marco Viduka appealed to him. Certainly pushed here by Dylan Kerr. He's held off though. It was a very late whistle from Mike McCurry.
It'll be taken by McNamara, but not just yet, because the Albion Kerr will have to wait for the two men in the Killie wall to edge back a little bit. They have done. McNamara sends it in. The Albies header. Away by Durant. Kilmarnock not too troubled by that free kick.
Yeah, they've defended the set piece as well tonight, and Celtic do have an aerial threat now through Mjalby and Viduka. Reset when he goes forward. But they have dealt well with the set pieces tonight, the Kilmarnock rearguard.
It's the only Scottish Premier League ground Celtic haven't scored at this season. Reset. Jonathan Gould gets a rare touch. He conceded 3 goals in his last 8 games. Been a virtual spectator for most of the evening. Killie having a little spell. Here's Ali Mitchell. Lachlan. Up towards McCoist. Away by Boyd, now Larson. Shrugs off the challenge of Mitchell, but not the challenge of Lachlan. He's been solid as a rock. Referee plays a 1-2 with Paul Lambert. Viduka's in the middle, but the flag is up against the Australian striker.
Yeah, it wandered offside. Paul Lambert gets a break of the ball off Mike McCurry here. It's back off to Lambert. Viduka's making his run. I think it's Kevin McGowan that just steps up. The hand goes up. They really do that well there, Kilmarnock, the way they all step out together.
No surprise that they have been caught offside a few times. Paul Wright lurking. The fans of Rangers and their players will be pretty content with this scoreline at the moment after they slipped up against Dundee United. Celtic know that they have to pick up 3 points. 1 for Dr. Joe Venglos. Not really suitable in the circumstances. McNamara. Larson, always capable, of course, of a moment of magic, and he's got support here from McKinley, but that wasn't his moment of magic, that pass. Durant. Now Gary Holt. McCoist comes to meet it. Returns it to Holt. McPherson. Didn't quite carry to Paul Wright. Reset ensured that. Ali Mitchell, one of the men who's been in excellent form this season.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's not pleasant going down on that track there on the far side. He says it's a smashing game though tonight. Once again, he had to read that.
Yeah, it's bad enough walking around on that track, scrunching around on it, let alone falling on it. Here's Durant. Viduka. Shrugged off by Dylan Kerr. Got so many Celtic men in his way. Larson. McNamara changing sides. McKinley taken out by McPherson. Referee's played the advantage here. Burley looking for Larson, but it drifts behind for a goal kick. Hit the corner flag, in fact.
Yeah, good ball from Burley there, and Kilmarnock were in trouble because Larson had peeled off on the right hand side. He'd have taken up great position. And a better ball here from Craig Burley would have served Celtic well.
Celtic have been demolishing everything in their sight lately, but it's not the case here. It might take something special to break Kilmarnock's resistance. Jackie McNamara. Blinker. McKinley on the overlap. And he will be used. McKinley's cross, met by Jim Loughlin. Burley. Paul Wright put himself about then, and it's led to this Kilmarnock break with Riley. Kerr. Another misunderstanding. Could it prove costly, because here goes McNamara. That'll be covered by Loughlin. And straight into touch for Marshall.
Yeah, once again, Viduka had made a run there, wanted the ball played early, and Jackie McNamara wanted too many touches on it. There are times where Celtic really have to get the ball into the box quicker than they are right now.
Boyd finding Viduka from the throw. Boyd with time to get a cross in. Larson's header is over the bar.
It's a chance. They might just have mistimed the jump here. Good ball whipped in by Tommy Boyd. I expect Larson to be able to get up higher and better than that. Looked a bit flat-footed as it came in and doesn't get over it.
Henrik Larsson's first attempt on goal in the game. Doesn't normally take him anywhere near this line. Reset. And Viduka. Hustling and bustling. Kerr. Met by Reset. Oh, and this is Jackie McNamara. And McGowan's tackle was quite excellent.
Well, we've had a few crucial tackles, Kevin McGowan and Jim Loughlin tonight, and once again this one had to be spot on. And what a good challenge that is by Kevin McGowan.
Paul Wright. Here's Burley though. Now Boyd. McNamara has got the corner as Mitchell slid in.
Yeah, you can see the way Kilmarnock press the ball here again. They really have defended well tonight. Reggie Blinker has to make this corner count. He really has to put Gordon Marshall under some kind of pressure here.
7-0 on corners. Blinker and Marshall was under a bit of pressure and he's an absolute no man's land then.
Yeah, it's a good corner from Blinker. Marshall decides to come, so many bodies in front of him, and he can't really get a fist to it. But a good delivery in from Reggie Blinker.
Former Celtic keeper. Is he going to keep an incredible 17th clean sheet of the season in the Scottish Premier League? Holt's header on, mopped up by Reeseth. McGowan's clearance. Lambert, little poke back to Blinker, who has McKinley nearby if he wants to use him. He doesn't, preferring instead the option of Viduka, who twists and turns, but then Durant just tickled it off his toes. McKinley, and McGowan's header goes back to Marshall. There was just a hint that Larson might have nicked in there.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin McGowan gets a shout here from Jim Laughlin. And unfortunately enough, it goes back to Gordon Marshall. And their lack of communication in that Kilmarnock defence.
McGowan appears to have taken a little knock. One of the stars of the defence this season, and he's got a bloody nose for his troubles today.
Not a great deal on that. He's had a smashing game tonight, Kevin McGowan. Him and Jim Laughlin have played Celtic's front two as well as Bobby Williamson could have hoped or expected tonight. And he might have to go off to get that bleeding stemmed. Surprised Mike McCurry doesn't want his face cleaned up.
He's ready for the action to resume. Rather tame header back by McGowan, but it seems to have started something going. Viduka climbed above McGowan. Here's Larson. Viduka ahead of him, but Dylan Kerr is there. Mitchell. Wright. Riley. Durant. Under pressure from Blinker. Marshall's kick aimed towards Mitchell, but it was McNamara's header.
Well, Kilmarnock are having a problem at the moment getting out. The camped, really, the midfield's camped in front of the back four.
Viduka's flick on, finds Burley. Really fall back kindly for him.
Well, it's one of the rare occasions he's managed to get away from Mark Riley. Mark Riley's done a superb job on Craig Burley tonight. And Burley's first touch let him down there.
Oh, and McCoist here. But Reeseth was alert to the threat. McPherson. Slammed into touch. And McCoist threatened just for a moment to get away then. Remarkable scoring record against Celtic in his career. Well, probably against everybody in his career, if I think of it.
I think as a player you'd always be reluctant to take off. I mean, he must be feeling the pace, but he's always liable to grab you one.
Viduka. Lambert. And Viduka again, only last in the middle at the moment, only I say. He's joined also by McKinley, and now setting it up is Burley. Oh, and Marshall kept hold of it, but only just with Larson coming in at his feet.
Yeah, well worked move here. Viduka looks up, sees Craig Burley, good square ball. Burley caught it well. Marshall at the second attempt manages to get to it before Larson is in. Viduka did well to lay on the shooting chance for Craigburn. It wasn't a bad effort from the midfielder.
He was clawed by Holt. Lambert, Rangers captain. Tom Boyd, 7 years with Celtic now after a short spell with Chelsea. Well before that. McNamara. Boyd outside, but Burley. And this is promising. And Marshall stopped it, and then, as he tried to catch it, kicked behind.
Well, if he'd pulled it back a bit further, what a chance it would have been. It's a great timed run by Craig Burley, and he just couldn't pick anybody out. One of the rare occasions that Burley gets away from Mark Riley. You see trying to make the blocking challenge. And Gordon Marshall does well at the front post.
Wasn't hanging around for him. Blinker's corner, Marshall coming again. And a clean catch this time for the veteran keeper.
Yeah, this one was in there long enough that Marshall could make up his mind and come for it. And he did well.
Quarter of the game to go. Still goalless. Kinley's flick on. Here's Viduka. McGowan went with him, and that's going to be a yellow card for the big defender as well as a bloody nose.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the ball here. And you can't have any complaints about that whatsoever. That's exactly what FIFA are trying to stamp out.
So it's a booking for Kevin McGowan, and that means that he will have a 2-match suspension coming up. What can Celtic do from this? Not a lot is the answer, because Nialbe coming around the back and strayed offside.
Certainly not a lot in it. With Nialbe maybe half a yard offside. Dylan Kerr was a marker there.
Well, Ali McCoist is going off to great applause, and he's going to be replaced by Mark Roberts, who scored against Celtic here early in the season. They'd quite like him to repeat that feat.
Well, younger legs, and it will give Kilmarnock the option now of knocking it into the corners, because this lad is, with no disrespect to Ali, a bit more mobile.
Very politely put.
I see him from time to time, and I'm well aware of what I'm saying there.
Here's Viduka. Now McKinley. A few bodies in the box, but McKinley, well, that was one to forget for Tosh.
Yeah, it's not like him. He normally delivers a good ball, Tosh McKinley. But they have managed to get him on the ball in better positions in this first half, in the second half. In the first half he took up some excellent positions, but there was a bystander at times. They are starting to get him on the ball and get him into the areas in which he does his best work.
This is his message. Would Alan Baxter and
Marshall. The fans behind his goal weren't impressed that he decided to move the ball forward a couple of millimetres. Durant. Riley, but here comes McNamara. Lambert nearby, as he always is. Boyd. Lambert. McNamara. Back to Boyd, it's gathering pace, that one though. Orisa charged in on that one. Here's Ali Mitchell. Riley and Burley. Blinker. It all got a little bit crowded, but he nearly came out with it all the same. Holt. Well won back by Lambert. Tremendous tackle. Viduka found a McGowan in his way. Boyd up towards Larson. Cleared by McPherson. Roberts was up there, but easy for Mialbi. Tino Arita. Towards McKinley. Away by McPherson. Boyd now. McNamara. Larson to Boyd. Nice movement from Celtic. Here's McNamara. And he's got his cross in towards the far stick. Larson's header. Great catch by Marshall, or great throw by Marshall, I was going to say. It was a fairly comfortable catch. Roberts just went behind Durant. Since it's building up to a goal in this game. McNamara. Lambert. There's going to be a man on in Paul Wright. Tosh McKinley. Slipping it through to Henrik Larsson. Lachlan goes with him. McKinley, and here's Burley, and it just drops wide from Craig Burley.
Yeah, he just couldn't get over it. Tosh McKinley does well here. He's closed down by Gus McPherson, but still manages to put it into the back post area. Burley above Dylan Kerr, but can't direct it. Craig Burley up well at the back post. Out jumps Dylan Kerr, but can't direct it. The header on the target, but you do sense that Celtic have upped a gear here. I feel they realise that a point is no good for them.
Celtic have never lost a league game, by the way, in which Craig Burley has scored in incredibly. Gordon Marshall certainly taking his time with his goal kicks. Gould's kick, flicked on by Viduka, wrong side of Larsson though. Here's McGowan, up towards Roberts, who was shoved by Mialbi. McCurry suggesting they get a move on, and they do just that. Blinker. McPherson got a foot in, but it only holds up Celtic temporarily. Here's McNamara, comes off Dylan Kerr, former Leeds and Sheffield Wednesday man. Boyd. There's just no way through for Celtic, for all their efforts. Dylan Kerr. It's a lovely ball as well towards Roberts, right in the middle. It's come off the Kilmarnock sub, that would have been a goal kick.
Yeah, Kilmarnock did well out of defence here. It's a good ball by Kerr to send young Roberts away, and once again it's Reset who's read the script and managed to come out the middle to block.
Viduka gets a second chance offside against Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, he's certainly offside here as the ball's played in. A night of frustration for this man. But we did say at Pittodrie last week that he'd been very quiet, and then he popped up with a late double. So you'd never rule this man out.
Well, he scored in 12 of his last 13 games, but the only team he didn't score against was Kilmarnock. Well, next weekend, it's European Championship weekend, of course. Craig Brown's Scotland face Bosnia at Ibrox. That's on Sky Sports 1, Saturday from 3 o'clock. Or if you prefer, it's crunch time for Kevin Keegan. England against Poland. Sky Sports 2 from 2. Blinker. McKinley. McKinley advancing. Little 1-2 as well with Larson. Comes through to McNamara, but that'll dribble miserably wide.
Yeah, he tried to take it with the outside of the foot. Josh McKinley did well stepping in here. Watch the 1-2 with Larson. It breaks for Jackie McNamara. He's been closed down here by Dylan Kerr. Tries to hit it with the outside of the right foot. And it's a poor effort.
Celtic with far the more attempts at goal, but still they cannot find a way past the best defence in Scotland's top flight. They have around 13 minutes to find a way if they're going to close the gap on Rangers to 7 points. They've got what they wanted yesterday with a surprise slip-up from their arch-rivals. But Dr. Joe Venglos's team need to capitalise on that.
Yeah, he knows how crucial this is. The point really is no good to Celtic this evening. Dundee United did them a real favour yesterday, and they really had to capitalise on that this evening. Turn a bit of heat up on this Rangers side.
Nobody really thought it would be a formality there against this Kilmarnock team, who've proved that they can live with, or at least pretty nearby, the big boys of Scottish football. Boyd up for Viduka. McNamara got his cross in. Met by McGowan. Here's Lambert though. Sending one over the top, looking for Larson. Fouled by Larson. On Holt.
Yeah, he was leaning. He wanted a better ball here. Leaning into Gary Holt. They're both at it, to be fair, but normally the defender will get the benefit of the doubt in that situation. Mike McCurry gives Gary Holt the nod, but Larson was looking for a better delivery.
The last time Celtic failed to score was on the last day of October here at Rugby Park, and they were beaten 2-0 by Kilmarnock. 61 goals in the 19 games that have followed. But you have to give credit to Kilmarnock. Viduka. McNamara's cross, and there's a very late flag off against Burley then.
I'd like to see this one again. It was late in going up. And it comes in here. It's certainly not Burley that's offside. I think Larson's half a yard offside. Tommy Boyd is offside as well, but Burley is not offside. He timed the run to perfection, although Gordon Marshall did make a good block nevertheless.
8th time Celtic have been caught offside by this organised unit that is Killy's defence. Mialbi. Lambert has McPherson with him. Finds a way out of the cul-de-sac though. Celtic get the throw.
I think Craig Burley's made up his mind to go for bust now. He's starting to get in the box far more often. It was hardly featured at all in that first half, but I'm happy to make the runs now.
All right, we'll chase this for all it's worth, but Risev had it covered. Burley, after it was chested down by Viduka. Hooked out of play by Gary Holt. Once of Celtic. Lambert to Boyd. In step Dylan Kerr, who could be away here. Rode the challenge of Lambert. I don't think he quite knows what to do next, to be fair to him. Burley leaves it for Lambert, even if he didn't want to. Larson. Lambert. And now Burley. No flag this time. Burley's cross was deflected, and it's going to be a Celtic corner.
Yeah, once again, Burley popped up in the box, and Loughlin does well here. Timed the run to perfection again. Just looking to bring it down and play it across the goal, and not for the first time tonight. Jim Loughlin got a crucial block in.
McKinley's corner, Recev's header. And that would have been similar to the one he scored against Kilmarnock, a different side last month.
It would have been a good header to beat Gordon Marshall from this range. He's actually coming away from the goals there. Decent effort. Gordon Marshall, I think, had it covered. No real reaction from the Kilmarnock goalkeeper.
Time is running out for Celtic as they look to close in a little bit on Rangers. McNamara shook off Kerr and finds Larson, and now here's Craig Burley, the cross towards Viduka, but McPherson hits it behind for another corner.
Yeah, they're turning the screw now, Celtic, and Burley again involved. Good ball into Larson, needs support, gets it from Burley, and Gus McPherson does well at the back post.
McKinley's corner, Marshall made a mess of the punch. It's going to drop for McNamara, who screwed it in completely the wrong direction. Killy on the rack a little bit because Celtic know they have to win. Burley. Lambert. Viduka. McGowan. There's a cushion header back to Marshall. Reset met that one, but it's a Killy throw. But there'll be a substitution before the throw-in. Paul Wright is going to make way for Alex Burr. He's worked his socks off as usual tonight.
Yeah, once again, Paul Wright's put in a decent shift. And it has been hard because there hasn't been a great deal of support from a midfield that really has been camped in front of the back four. But they certainly have mobility up front now, Kilmarnock, between Mark Roberts and Alec Burke.
So McCoist and Wright will see out the remaining 6 minutes or so from the dugout. Here's Riley. Managed to smuggle it through. Back by Boyd to Gould. Loughlin managed to snake a leg in then. McPherson. Not sure what he had in his mind then. McNamara. Marshall has come off his line. Boyd finds McNamara. The Kilmarnock fans calling for a free kick. They haven't got that, but they have got Durant finding Burke. Gets his first touch. He's quite a talent on his day. There's another substitution being made. Ian Durant is going off this time, and Alan Mahood moves into the midfield to replace him.
It's not unusual actually to see Bobby make three changes. Does it often. Not afraid to reshape his side completely.
So Durant joins his mates McCoist and Paul Wright. More fresh legs on in the shape of Mahood. Loughlin fending off Larson, and the free kick has gone Kilmarnock's way. Gary Holt, he was Caught late by Richie Brinker.
Yeah, I think we can see Celtic's frustration now. Henrik Larsson a minute ago, and now Reggie Blinker. Handshake there in the background though, between Blinker and Holt.
McGowan. It's a throw-in to Celtic, even though Gary Holt didn't think so. Just a few minutes remaining. Well, at this rate, the only winners today might be Rangers, if Celtic fail to move within 7 points of them. Celtic have decided against throwing on either Harold Bradback or Mark Burchill in an attempt to go for broke, really. Actually, the two strikers they already have on the field aren't bad. Lambert, McKinley, away by Loughlin, and now it's a Kilmarnock throw. Could they perhaps nick a win?
Yeah, it gives Kilmarnock a chance to get out. They've been camped very, very deep for most of the second half. Bobby Williamson was quite happy to see the ball up the other end.
Burke. It's going to be collected by Jonathan Gould. And it's going to be an almighty kick. Larsson trying to muscle in on Kerr. Viduka's foot emerged from the pack. Now McKinley. Blinker. McKinley still there with him. And Blinker might have used him. Mialby to Lambert. McKinley trying to find space for the cross. And he kept going and going, but here came the Shad Mahood. Blinker. Can he get a cross in? Not really. It's duly dispatched into touch by Kevin McGowan as we head towards 90 minutes. Boyd. Larsson. It's not one of his quieter nights, Larsson. Credit to Jim Loughlin, who stuck very close to him. Here's Burley, though. McNamara will get to this. Jackie McNamara's cross. Lambert finding McKinley. It's an anxious end to the game. McKinley's cross sent back in by McNamara, but that'll be Gordon Marshall's. He might get a free kick there, I think.
Yeah, Craig Butler trying to bundle him into the net. It's a deep ball from Tosh McKinley, played back in by Jackie McNamara. Gordon Marshall was always favourite to take it, as he did. And Craig Butler chancing his arm there.
The man of the match, Davey?
I think it's a toss-up in between the two central defenders of Kilmarnock, Kevin McGowan and Jim Loughlin, but Loughlin has gone head-to-head with Larsson for most of the night. I think he's done a superb job tonight, and it's difficult to come in for a player of Ray Montgomery's experience and do as well as he has recently, and I think he's been outstanding. He's my Bank of Scotland man of the match.
Here's Boyd, up towards Viduka, away by McGowan. McKinley's header, but Kilmarnock holding firm again. It's a real awkward bouncing one, and Burke could be in here, but it will carry back to Jonathan Gould. header. Blinker. The seconds ticking agonisingly away for Celtic. They had been wishing and hoping for a slip-up from Rangers. That came yesterday. But it looks like they might be unable to keep their part of the deal. Offside flag's gone up as well this time. Again.
Well, Viduka thought he was on. Once again, it's Kevin McGowan. You see him with his arm raised there, stepped up at exactly the right moment.
So Jim Loughlin, the man of the match here, a very worthy winner of that award. But an excellent all-round team performance from Kilmarnock appears to have snuffed out Celtic here. Not many teams have managed to do that. Lambert. Larson. Loughlin again was breathing down the back of his shirt. Kerr down the line towards Mitchell. In slid Reset. And a mistake by Reset. Mahood. And now Roberts. Mialbi put his considerable frame in the way. Rolling into the game. Mialbi steaming forward. Gets a cross in towards Larson. And it's bouncing and bubbling, and it's finally sent into touch.
Well, the sigh of relief that Celtic didn't get a free kick there. Henrik Larsson, I think, played for that.
It's all over. It's disappointment for Dr. Joe Venglos, because they've been unable to move within 7 points of Rangers. You have to give credit, though, to Jim Loughlin and this Kilmarnock team, because they kept Henrik Larsson, 35 goals and all, fairly quiet. Incredibly, it's the 17th clean sheet of the season for Killy. The best defence in Scotland's top flight were not breached by the highest goal scorers in Scotland's top flight. And Rangers will be rather chuffed at the outcome here at Rugby Park. It finishes Kilmarnock 0, Celtic 0.
At Rugby Park tonight, Celtic were held to a goalless draw by Kilmarnock. As usual, Kilmarnock played the offside trap very well indeed. They're probably better than that than any other club in the land right now. It was strongly contested throughout tonight. 4 players booked by Mike McCurry, McPherson, McGowan and Wright of Kilmarnock, Mialbi of Celtic. It was a first half which Celtic largely dominated, but they just couldn't convert their chances, which were few. But Celtic continued to dominate in the second half, but they just could not get the goal they wanted.